Brad Yamagana for Akwaba and ne anope yedeba asemi di kaso ewo neat 100.9. Asemi di kan said yabuni na amanyosem ne yeba beye. Enne me de ya yatena sei na amanyosem ene yeba de yeba beye. Na mum enya amanyokoma amanyosem ende da bia me kase eno na etan. Partisan politics. Eno na yenye ne yie. Na mum politics ne de ye da efie politics wo ho. Asori mu bebia amanyo wo yo man no. Eti yeba be politics. Politics ne ba be ye be chechiro man no. Okuase interchange ayebie your politics. Na mum partisan politics na wom na ndisi voice ye na ye. Ebi voice ye na ye. Wan ye fa credit e ma no. Na nado koduru ho o say okuase interchange. Sika na say ye de ye sika na kasa na $70 million. Na mum me hu interest ni nkonu so no. And the Mexican cocoa do $94.8 million. So they say $94.8 million. But your Casika botany na yet the year interchange na loan equity 70 million. I was out the loan interest account home. And written a man could do $94.8 million. It is progressive interchanging Nanado, His Excellency, the President of the Republic. Wakachra say na nana ka ye 3 year of it na ye nyina ne yenim na mom the same sika na watim de ye 4 year nana do say amanfo bi na komode sika ne bi be fa se bo akwan iti sensem no aya na ye te a na ye gya ne saa na eye hwan na okọ bagani ya na nanko obebu Ghana ko mu okọ the other side wo mo say maso mo boa na gade ne ye 66 lanes o say 33 lanes no matete so wo matete lanes ne so na enoma bi akeka wo mayiyi afirim na wo mo de saa noama no aye the fourth stretch na eda so no enti originally na pokuase interchange no na ede be na egwom yenim se awoshi kwan eda so ya awoshi your friend saying awoshi highway say your friend no Professor Tamils highway sa awoshi highway we no Oma penyin dada kofo epe ho bosia do to ho ena fofia ntoata na wama ban firi so ena Professor Mills eye NDC womo baaye ena omo ba yoromba be to a womo eto sa project ne so ena omo de ye awoshi kwan eti na progressive interchange eka ho eno na the phase 2 phase 1 no ye say ye be ya awoshi kwan no phase 2 ni ye progressive interchange eti na progressive interchange ne ka ho na eno nso Professor Mills ene ne NDC aban wo so ya on the 16th of November wo mo de progressive interchange na ye phase 2 ehu loan ekoto parliament agi2 mu on the 16th of November 2016 and the parliament agi progressive interchange loan wo mo de agi2 mu eno so fofia ntoata ene wo mo fira amamu mu na do so baaye one na ban MPP Womo san ba biem no mo so beto aso na emo mo de womo ko negotiating table ho 3 tier woman and 4 tier e de na ko mo ba ne sen e na 3 tier the same money the same sikana eye JDM na penso womo de call parliament no the same sikana womo de woman and 4 tier enra mi bi so honorable aye pay because abre no na oye chairman na the roads and transport committee ya wo Ghana mra she fie eti bi bisa ne say honorable ediem pa na ekomu Osei na enipa bi fa kwati kwan so abu Ghana komu na omo de omo ban no ma hu say da bi ente saa the sika say na ebetuma ye 40 and na me frɛ honorable Agboja governs ranking member roads and transport ono so say na originally no enuama na wo kwan nim no ma yiyi say enuama no bi na afirim e na omo de aye no 40 no eti Ghana for Agyeman ekesere ni o the same sika ye de be ye treat ye e de na egwom yetimi I renegotiate ya ma yetima ye no 40 eti say procuracy interchange ye hwan ene ye de ne din to so be de America ne say ye gen sika na mo de ya ama yen obi hyase obi abeto aso obi aba obi ato aso but na partisan politics no partisan politics. Now what is the difference between interchange and a flyover? Tamale mi amedu mani akomu mi nim say tamale dia na interchange and na do say ye interchange tamale dia na interchange and na ya flyover me dia me makọ tamale manutua ye abatu ye northern region wa me to ho pa me to ho maybe we say ye intend to two kwan say nti two kwan na kodu be bia na explore and e be ka mi nya Schengen visa me du hwi mu me say me nam sa na me nam Norway na me nam Switzerland na me nam Germany na me nam ze me kuta Schengen na no say me wura mu sa is that your opportunity it's northern region where you call ho it meaning what is the difference interchange flyover circle interchange any procuracy interchange said ya president ma yete ye no president his excellency na now that Akufo-Addo Osei sika no de aye interchange be ye miensa enan I think enan say sika no na ye de aye circle interchange internet say obi di sika bi afa se bua kwan na no ye ka ne sa na ye gya hɔ ana obi di Ghana sika be se bua kwan mom ye take action ye take action because ana say kasa tenten ya bre take action mo na 2 minutes kutamo mo na 2 minutes ya de amamo eti yesusu say obi kwa ye circle interchange say me bisa ban so say da ban na circle interchange mo bewie because if phase 1 pen no commission here ye sika we your man sika it's not about NDC it's not about MPP it's about Ghana man no circle interchange ya Ghana man japade da ban na no so ye bewie because ye nwie phase 1 and no commission here it ye bewie da ban so obi di sika bia fa se bo akwan ya let's take action because ye sori an ya fa ebo so an ye bobosia Omaya $1 billion within a period of time. Audit report. Yehu baby afa. Na so ni akwa bobosia $300 million. Ni akwa bobosia 170 million euros, equivalent to about $202 million. But meanwhile, we for that report within a period of time, $1 billion. Na yera misappropriation, misapplication. When in Nayagan watch na na yetete to one and maybe one ye ka kanasa. It's a brother na woman say. Right, me the Magjerio say Agyeman. Jume the AI say me the kan ya ba ya fire gum straight away. Fire be du ban say the bomeshia. Oni na omi obenewa. Na abedwafo no so de. Ene me special guest engineer Abdullah Mahama. Me nyonko pa your brother, enye me nyonko mpo Asem. Na me tene ka che no wa. Obebiebie no mani so de aman. Na no wusu apia. Or member of the MPP. Wa communication team. Ono so ewa ha. Tom Ablekuma Hona Ablekuma not ana. Not Ablekuma not communication officer the NDC. Member of the NDC National Communication Team Tom so bebe fia. Iti ansa na me engineer Abdullah Mahama. Ye hyase. Ombiebie no mani so nkyere. Engineer mo akwa ba.
Mejoso.
Na etisen.
Yemi odumboko. Yemi ase.
Yate unka chew. Yate unka wo ye various platforms in ya hair cry to me from ya there but you face to face energy
na musa kwentu na
na we go ye
for God and country
ye den yakopase na but me bisa this straight question procuracy interchange when they say ye the credit man
you say them Ghana for no na metima
okay
because okudi union mu na echi a both parties na omatna be mudano obia be candidate and it makes it very cumbersome like you rightly said in your intro was very powerful
yeah
Ghana for there whether it was NDC or MPP and I start here, do we do shares here, do do think you jay any now. Tax on me no a bit here.
Then you bit to ya.
It's a tofu and I turn to 20 something cents per gallon now. Tax and that's on almost 40%.
Yes, 40%. And then you do to ya.
And
you'll be an a bit to your man. And young people they bit to your man. And young this they bit to your man.
So we have to do. And now can I will say spectators, citizens of the land, not spectators.
Yeah, not spectators.
So once you're a citizen, you act well and act nicely. You don't, based on the fact you have, you just speak your mind and you go away.
At the end of winning the first interchanging.
The Pukwasi interchange. In fact, on a permit for many
okay.
I spent virtually almost like 2 minutes under the bridge to come to a what do you call it, Accra. Now, the functions of the interchange, if what we have seen there, and if everything is to go by, then we're going to have a very good, in fact, in terms of benefit, health-wise, economic-wise. Yes, I mean, those will open the economic viability of the area as well as those who are commuting to Kumasi and beyond.
Okay.
Coastal buses or more Accra. They say they spend so much hours around the Ofanko Pukwasi area. And so when they are out of that zone now, then they want to make do or to cover up their time, thereby overspeeding to catch up with the time. So once you will not delay unduly our Pukwasi interchange moving forward, I think we can just
Now, technical aspect in here come now. Momo dia na mo no bobrofo no. Yen sheda.
Mekachi.
Yeah, mo into no amani no break it down mine. Now, yen hwe eye omampanyen ne kasa o kan ye say sika or the year Pukwasi interchange and other interchange obi chebi temale ya de sika no. So ka buma na ekoye circle interchange. Ana no ma ben na ewum. Me fish out amama who say Pukwasi interchange originally near a hospital count. Originally near a fire stations be say inya say emergency fire stations no. Any enwa maybe inti akwakwa say you can say na eye no maybe na woma yi afrim ana say edien meba wo na very luckily yenya eye the International Independent Road Safety Auditor. Ono no oye consultant edema eye Pukwasi interchange no. Ye frɛ no engineer Kobi Amoa Mensa. Engineer Kobi Amoa Mensa owa homa no so. Engineer yama achi o.
I hear passion major so.
Na bibi abako de.
Passion nyamiado bibi abako na passion what we see for so me hope say so hoye.
Oh nyankopa adom ye ho ye pa. Na engineer na no pede ye frɛ a yen konsam ni straight away.
Okay.
Pukwasi interchange. Mo bia no adwie o mampanya ba bia no de amaye.
Yeah.
What next?
I think it's okay. With the Obusame, what's next? In my capacity as to any man I may a dread enemy D or quinus or beyond. Make I say, yeah, but yet post construction road safety audit. And then to say the year by year. And I think me to me D and I may know. I want to pepper so I could draw what's a metro and no. Now, people say, hey, now what is post road audit? People say, I don't know your idea. When you need more, Master say, how many acquaintance on Nanka, mature road safety audit, Nemo, tell the Bayanka, with your food in a area Ghana. I'm sana a quaint beer, a bayer. And I say, yeah, a quaint beer. And I say, yeah, a quaint beer, yeah. To let you be what I was saying, yeah. So before the road is designed and built, before the road is built, and after the road is built, I was saying, Jumedi be what yeah. I don't need road safety audit. Road safety audit, meaning I say, yeah, and quaint. You're a contractor, and some contractor with me a quino. You're a consultant. The the consultants no yɛ designers consultant. Designers consultants no. Omo na say omo draw a kwino and answer omo ye design for a kwino. The main canisa said the beya yina no yes. Name of designer no. I yes design yina one crack also ebo konta aye drawing bibiano. Aya I was set obi bemu na obehwese drawings no. And contact bu calculations ayaye minina no say e ba se yesia e be wie paye say e be ya one a wo be use to kwan no yam for mo consortium anasa atorenche bi enye den ento mo basically we make sure that all the road users are safe and answer the risk now a very reduced. Enti pokwasi
Bebato meteo.
Enti pokwasi interchange. What it means is that the road safety audit process, it has gone through a rigorous road safety audit process. There's a stage 1, there's a stage 2. Normally, I know you're more of the conception design stage, and then the stage 3 audit. And normally, when the design is at the final stage, so you're trying to draft final stage, and you come in and do an audit. Why and when then we go to the mid construction. Mid construction, no, and I'm not sure I said project, no, no. We are still doing the audit until say you're commissioned, and then we just say we mid construction, no. Then you come to the post construction, and post construction, no, it starts from right after commissioning until a few months after post construction.
What do you mean by a few months?
I want to say audit. Hello.
Bebato meteo.
Audit is a process.
Okay.
And for road safety audit, typically, say your project, it's subjective to the details of the project.
Okay.
If the project is a huge project, it can even be like a month. It can be 2 months. It can be three months. And I say it can even be 2 weeks. May I get post construction audit every.
Okay.
And depending on the details of what needs to be of what is outstanding. If I'm talking with the maker.
The pattern you follow.
Yes, and the post construction audit, no. What my duty is to ensure and that's for every engineering project. Oh yeah, Bibi keep to be mark be a was be a consign hano ebia and consign. Me can't say me who's but to me who's I was say me contractor people say line way I was sign her. I didn't see one year then one fan sign her. We've gone through that process now, right from the beginning through construction to commissioning, and then even after post construction, and still now we still carry out that audit. And see, it's a very rigorous process.
Okay.
And it's that process where it's not. I guess it is up to we use international standards. You see design manuals. There are of course you say
okay.
But the most important thing is I can't say audits not for the road now. Road users. The interest of the road the interest of the road user no, are paramount. I don't make car extra saying one who use to cry no almost here pa. Now no so there will more entertainment. Time to no ya wa use cars such as here. That heavy goods vehicles. We use to cars like light goods vehicles. And some are about use cars and kitwa. Na cars and kitwa no cry, and also your side someone would rob a bree. One I will use to public transport, truck. One more almost also a use taxi. And some are saying about use and some use pickup.
Yeah.
And then you also come down. Yes, I from Biwa, not just say, you use motorbike, use bicycle, and some use tricycles. Among them, the look at higher friend or Aboboya and Pragiano.
Yeah.
And then when you leave that, and some other road users are pedestrians.
Pedestrians, yeah.
And pedestrian road users, we also have a categorization. And then for that we have the elderly, and then from the elderly, we have adults, and then adults, your pregnant women. I mean, your pregnant women, your children, your the physically challenged, and again for the disabled, and then you're the visually impaired. And then you will also among Asem. And to show the audit process now, all these road users, the design of the road, you make sure, say, maybe should design anymore. Design be on my year drawings to be I have to make sure it's catering for Obia. It's what I will say. You bet me I be or crying car, Chamonia car, you're okay. Motorbike in Chama, or you're okay. Obi already 40, 50 Chama, or you're okay. Obi already 18 in Chama, okay. Or a crowd of school Chama, or you're okay. Now, so about a pill for a Chama, or you're okay. That alone means that the design has been compromised a bit.
Okay.
And there is solution. And you better find it to make all of them okay. And also you better mitigating and you better reducing the risk of that issue or incidents happening.
All right.
Yes. Minia.
Okay. Sadia, what church you muna say no yes, our road safety audit no ho asem na wo kan.
Me patcho you.
Perfect. So, now say mugusu a mo ye. Be say no say that waka no. More some few weeks, months ahead of you, and what they just say no amano.
And I make us say process now for road safety, the protocols of road safety now. Acquire fast your road safety now. Baby, I was a road safety near Mako Rubia, and I am not could do Pepe.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I was say our road safety who be our Pokwasi interchange.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and what say you sign according to and she say Mimi Jumedi as a road safety auditor, and what say me Jumedi do a just say commissioner and
some wait to me, I just say Jumano. Okay. Bepato Matias here. Okay. Now, Mami Bissau, interchange, originally, said the president can 3 tier and the year 4 tier.
Yes.
Obetimi actually dienti a ekoba ne sa.
Honey, I will say Obiani Najuma. Obiani Najuma. It's a 3 tier, 4 tier, no. And there are a lot of considerations. Maybe I saw what they make now.
Yeah.
And I know that the government wanted to give wanted to get a better value, great value for the people of Ghana. But for me as a road safety, auditor, I don't want to delve into the issues of private and a free 3 tier, a 4 tier. Maybe I saw who they make. Maybe the answer me making sure and say, so I will say if we 3 tier, maybe 4 tier, it is safe kind of design.
Okay.
And for me, my remit professionally, me do my DNA was me and say, you better making sure say, me meeting all the design standards.
Okay.
And for me, I went in there to do that.
But you as the road safety auditor, consultant at the ASR project team, say original drawings and we are privy to it.
100%.
Perfect. Now original drawings and the lanes na SSA the 3T and so no. Are we seeing the same lanes? Ebra be your 40 and ana.
Ahene, o say yeah, language in the okay lives.
Okay, me ba to me de me srawo. Me engineer.
See, so I question okay, you know,
Okay,
it's a very open question. Let me put this way.
Courage ways, you know, and I make come one say. We are technical people.
So let me put it this way.
Yeah.
My main kind of this way.
Yeah.
Pourquoi c'est interchange, you know? Mais my year, Agyeman work projects be in Uganda, in Liberia, in the UK, in Ireland. But I did about about the Pourquoi c'est interchange, and I say the value for money, you know, you can see sir it's there. And they say because me call project next no. We knew say na a 3-tier. It was a 3-tier. Make a 3-tier na said the bear with tier 4 sabio where they miss there. Said the bear on betty 3-tier na say.
Yeah.
Obiano can say engineer be bar ready so I said 3-tier. Now Pogwasi touches the crown where you know almost it no. So it's 3-tier no basically you know. I just abro sign. Never abro sign twice me answer. I don't know.
Okay.
From 3-tier to 4-tier. And also so I abro sign twice and 9. Now yeah, Musa ya won say abro sign all from sign at the end of the floor. Stairs. Stairs. Over stairs so and all the afro at the ako. It is a twice me and stairs no. I copy me and at twice and 9 stairs no. And that was so I copy and 9 no. And I can
pepe what you do.
Enti bibia aso tira say dan atwa so me ensa a form a first floor, second floor, third floor ni nyina no what is hwe ana say wo de wasesa no en mad e kwan no entochima na wa find the a dan ba akọ sign the siso of course I was senka sa abrosan na wo fie no ebo no ye din bebre and I'm the point here is this. If it's a 3-tier, nekoya 4-tier, and she cry and answer the cracker. Yet the Abrosaba one sense so I the steps at to Bonku and the I want something there, like I said, as a road safety auditor consultant, no Sabre way and you're the right time and maybe I am more on the road safety issues, but I think sir, at the appropriate time, you know. So if you want the meeting open a more pensing more Mr. Aquina. I will sit down to explain that.
Mr. Opa, where the young Tedho, I remember me producer and Wakasa because yes, Anchiri Chimono. Now what best studio, and I'm a host 1-on-1. Now you know Wakasa. Now, Pacho, maybe some with you say, yeah, and now there is another phase.
Yes, of course, the project is done. It's commissioned the area.
Yeah, okay.
But also, you see.
Mama foundation kakra wo me question me bia ebie na nisu yi amawa onsa ye awoshi kwan no na pokuasi interchange ni ka awoshi dia na ye phase 1 and na ye be the phase 2 that is the interchange itself it's na pese me hu say phase 3 bi wo ho eno no ye de bibi esa ba be kan wana we de ye dwie the entire project
mama kan o say question bi wo ha Ubusamia, Minister to me, no, and I don't have the Minister technical authority in Semeka.
Oh, okay.
Because me as a consultant, no, there is a client. Also,
yeah.
Client, a Department of Urban Road.
Yeah.
And I said the ministry and what I say, no, that's the government. And funding partly no African Development Bank.
That is correct.
And then there's the contractor, and then there is also the contractor consultant, design consultant, or design. And then there are independent consultants like myself who came in. So technically, road safety audit.
Okay.
And the other so busy diner, what you diner we. Now, what about her said, Diner, you're sitting here, the dear Tochima. Also, was a son if I can say, a diner, you're saying, I bet the one pot at twice. Okay, I mean, another dear one shot is here crossing and adding to us.
Oh, Baba to us, you. Okay. All right.
I hope you get me very well.
Mepacho Matthias here, pa.
Okay, Mepacho, you miss me that.
Yo, na medu baby cray, why your road safety audit, safety one seminar year can. And na me tete say, na kaye benya a fire service station be wo ho. Na me te say hospital na eka ho. Na se no mani bisa keka ho na bia ye free man na.
Ahne, on some kind of media. Obia me be road safety audit na obusa me. Eja ho somebody. Ahne na ka de minim se obusa me say bia. Makwala na ka obusa me say bia. Okada fo na omo de ye kwan no. Omo de omo say omo se nipa awo ho ni na no. Aho no ade be na akosi wo ho. But me de minim say you know, a lot of consideration.
Okay.
But like I said, for road safety, that is my remit. The idea outside of me remit.
Okay. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. Inti for now, you better na ma wamotonton ade ewo kwan ne ho no me ade say nkonko ba so mbe jina ngombeba ina carriageway no motonton ade fan na ye appropriate say bia so bi mpo so oye no bodwa bi obetuma digwa e wo kwan no
Minia mame let me come in me my dream kakra just in the challenge about the challenges that you face as a country. And mame you see the point is this a quite road bia ya Ghana. The question I was here Busaya wanna say. Ya pese Ghana tumpon. Ya pese Ghana ye Ghana be ya krabehwe. Na enkron na ya koso ya se ya pese be ya krabehwe no. Me pato bebreu eni die mu. Minim say I was so bia nsa kona no. Nanso so obia ni ho a opose ne nsa kona no. Nanso so ode ne nkwa May come from a road safety angle because they are putting their lives in danger.
Okay.
They put their lives in danger, and we should not encourage people to be on the roadside. Because your accidents as doors to be brave. Our Ghana ha. And now, Oma, the young Crawford nim and Crawford tells say, Ghana, Oma, your role user, Cassiapa, Minian, where they come in, me do by test be, but Majai, me and my answer no. Oma did them work car quite so pa. I almost here.
Okay.
Pedestrians. The pedestrians are at risk the most.
Okay.
Because almost the sign you so quite because if you fear also the Yusuka. Uyusuka, that's also no. Sorry,
Obesi form.
Ubesi form. Usi form, Usu Chama Koto, bottled water. And I wouldn't insist. What to collection, 100 Ghana national. They do a sort of now, what to first mass, what to second mass, what to Kofiniama. Car bit me about.
Yeah.
Accra Oko School. Accra Ultra Kwemu Oko Hospital. Something and we have to make sure that pedestrians no almost also you make you almost safe. But I want to say pavement walks and as a sidewalks. With a one cry hanging and I say woman you trust no. I want you to pay some pabu. So what them pabu go sidewalk neso and I say obo kiosk obo table sidewalk neso let's say baby this a trot for no and now some pay abu table what's the sequence ago into no trot for nyina be gina ho said e be ya osusu be nya okakra okakra de wanya osike ko wa no On pap what they want to say go kwan ho. O board they want to say agu a kwan ho enipa. Announce I was saying nipa fa ho a. This a nipa ni from. I could fuck up kwan and some akọ. And your friend and only a conflict. There becomes a conflict between the vehicle and the nipa.
Okay.
And to be you know, na car ayeden abonipa and as a moto abonipa. Me won pen the brea car afro sidewalk say akofro sidewalk akobonipa our sidewalk so. Now so yasi nipa ni ba kwam and a car no yeden e bono. Na pen the brea so yana nipa no e just wo twamu onam kwan no ho and a car na yeden abono. E ba ne sign onam kwan no ho a wan konam sidewalk. A hono BB and a present is any panel. But Sabrina, assembly the CAV, no, I feel not just any panel, Yadesiano or call. It's a mestre.
Okay.
Yes.
Better me too for this.
It's a mestre. Mestre, the greatest point. And that's the important thing is let value your life, no, and then how we protect the life. And in protecting the life, no, road safety. Yeah, here pa, yeah, here pa, because so bad go school, who near ba to coin, what chrome, or quaba, Nina, a road yana be busy. It's Yana saying, Nimrana so, yeah, dear, I was saying, and answer dear, a fata, you very, you know, at the after young the bray,
okay.
Jamaica was this one say.
Yeah.
1 hour tone a dear or quiet woman. Passing, they say, I'm Rama who quiet say Antonio Mao quiet. This is the question. You see traffic, traffic jam, right? Delays. Your traffic will cruise, Sanya Cano. Car back, cars, no, you mean, there be a delay or quam. Now let's ask ourselves. And you're paying Tina delays no ever. And yet reasons be auto you, auto handkerchief, auto MTN credit. Now auto MTN credit no. Oh, how many seconds does it take to order MTN credit no?
Okay.
And now how many cars are stopping? Our criminals or party. Cars would was in a branch. I pack you one chance or party. Can't be the Africa quam, and I can't any Africa quam. Let's kind of put the a quam or some streams to be free.
All right.
Or the idea. And we are very no, not delays the gray about. Now, you should the value of the delays, the cost of the delays, and the economic cost of the delays. A car ever, what's why I say, Anopa, when you're going to be a walk, who could meeting what is someone I was like I would drew home by 8:30. And I'm saying car said now so I delay would be a corn idea or quantity. I assigned the safety. I got problem on into one how we interview crown answer what you be our quiet no 8:30 also drew 8:30 no. I can contact on career correct no also drew 8:45.
All right.
Now say what they pay.
Okay.
As I never way in your consequences. And maybe a photo I did any animal kind of say, yes, say, a quiet tone, a quiet at the tone. The safety, a compromise is safety.
Okay.
I was saying, BB, a man acquire no.
All right.
But, yes.
Yo, I believe some of what building a year at that point, but appropriate answer there, you cannot. You better sound from now, Bana. You know wedding common comprehensively edify interchange no titiri the road safety aspect no why what that remember
me pacho yo
Yakopon shira papa
Yakopon shira na me tell what say for you now we thank the Department of Urban Roads for us and African Development Bank and I think the government too has done a great job.
Okay.
And then another down quite for so and now buying so Asem for the great job done on the Topase interchange because it's the second in Africa. Yes, it's the second in Africa, the first in West Africa, and the first in Ghana. So kudos, yes.
So me that say Yakopon shira. Yane aye international independent road safety auditor consultant at the my Pokuase interchange engineer Kobiamwa Mensa honorable no Idin Komono. Now an engineers in your mama politicians in one, but your engineers and akasa more no politicians no make kasa, but I say yet to me the engineering aspect, you know. Come to me transit Tom Waha, or the mama crab and say politicians in one. Now no who's happy I'm Makwaba.
Good morning. Thank you.
Are you a member of the MPP National Communication Team?
It's good. The man has made a lot of education.
Yeah, why now one key word that Okaya Nami was engineer. Your friend is saying Abdullah Mohammed Boni Trinko say no crane who say ya ensure value for money. Ewo project no more. Now projector yetimi enya value for money dear say me Ghana ni. Ewe engineer na ka so onye politician. Na say me manage na say Ghana ya mo can't be antwengo. Because 3 tier near they call 4 tier. Na your engineer na my tier say no crane you on the other to ho a ya ensure value for money. Sana won engineer Abdullah.
Unse onene kasa no na nsembu ha na ontumi
nka onim but ontumi ka anything na me share the be me man no question say na we ye privy to the original say 100%.
Of course.
It will be no ontumi ya no but another person or yeah
your conflict of interest.
Yeah, interest.
Once you are a consultant on the project, you have some issues that you cannot talk about unless the client gives you the permit to do that. Mm-hmm. It is understandable. One of the things that I want to clarify, and
I'm
clarifying on several occasions. I think it's just because as we go ahead, I was saying, Emma, Obia Tiasie, value for money audit on the Pokuase interchange. The Abasabodi Nama politicians, but I need to say one thing categorically clear. Consultant no work on no. Maybe make us competitors.
Okay.
But you call a spade, you know me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The engineers on the project did a yeoman's job.
Okay.
And on records, they do what we call confirmatory tests. The confirmatory test, because I see 3-story building with a certain foundation. Now, when they did a soil test, a detailed soil test on the foundation, they realized that they can vary the foundation design. They say if you are doing a mass reinforced concrete, and you change it to do piles, you are saving a significant amount of money. So when they did the confirmation, your general test, when I was doing the in Sound bypass, the Densu Bridge, me had 196 piles.
Okay.
Piles. Driving concrete beams into the ground to be able to get the rock underneath the river. Okay. And then you cage the beam in the rock so that it's into me shaking. You can't just put the foundation of the road, a bridge, especially across the river on the rock outcrop. I will say we share rock now. You go a minimum about 1.5 meters into the rock so that all your beams, you are driving them down to have a case for it. So that it doesn't move. So on the Pokuase interchange, when they started the soil test, I used to come there to assess what they were doing.
Oh, okay.
Because the engineer there is my colleague.
Oh, okay.
He's my senior colleague, and not just my colleague, or a senior colleague in the industry.
Yeah.
So they did a confirmatory test. You see, some of this information we have to just give it out for people to know, so that we'll not to say maybe now one particular person wanted to sidestep and get some money and go. Once the design was done and they reviewed the foundation and they got this information, they could save a lot of money. Now that's when the politician comes in.
Okay.
So now let's say we have $10 million for the foundation.
For the project.
No, for the foundation.
Okay.
And then because we changed the foundation, we're able to save maybe $6 million. So you, the politician, go back to the ADB. Tell me that myself. Say this is what I can save. So the politician now can use the lobbying power.
Okay.
So I want also money loan, maybe $70 million. But from my other confirmatory and valued engineering, I've been able to save X amount of money, which I don't want to bring back to you anyway. Can we now revise our design? This should be made clear as one of your topical news on Monday or any other day. Now, can we now have a revision of our design so that we can add a tier to it? That's the interest of the government. So the government will say, if I do a 4th year, I've reduced all vehicular and pedestrian conflict to 0. When you have a one flyover, there are a lot of conflicts. When you go to the second flyover, let me give you that so the people will have a picture.
Yeah.
The Kentucky area, it's a one flyover.
A flyover, one.
You understand? Because it's just a flyover on top of the. So you have moved from that one. So in the ground grade, zero, no, it's a ground. But when you go to the second, that's what the man was saying. You're on the second floor.
Yeah.
When you go to the Sankara interchange, that's a 3-tier.
Yeah.
Because you have the basement that leads from, let's say, Nima Police Station, police headquarters.
Yeah.
You're on the basement. Now, when you're from the Golden Jubilee House, going to Ridge, that's in the second tier. So that's why we have the runabout. So there's a conflict.
Yeah.
Because you have to have some waiting time. When you go on the third one, when you are moving from the same Flagstaff House, Golden Jubilee House, all the way to, what do you call it? Ridge. That's the red flag. So you don't have any interest underneath. But the reason why you have the runabout is that if you want to have a coup d'etat, where you have to move from that road and slip to Nima Police Station or slip to police headquarters, that's why you have the runabout there, so you can maneuver there. But there's still a conflict. But the fourth tier eliminates conflict to zero. Because no U-turn, no runabout, nothing. Everybody has its own direct road. So there's nothing like you are going to have a waiting time to wait for one person to actually maneuver between the runabout or to go. So that's why the more you have the tier, the lesser the conflict, the lesser the road interjections or vehicular interjections. And then when you come to like, there's one thing, like the circle interchange. The circle interchange has a major component of its material to be steel. And we know how steel is expensive. Ooh. And you remember when the vice made some comparisons about some of this project, I said they should allow the engineers to come with the fact and speak to the issues. And for almost like 8 years now, you know when I'm speaking, I don't give a problem to any of the parties. You speak to the fact that you have. So, ACON on that project ought to be applauded. The government had to reward the consultant for that yeoman's job, the experience that they had to do all those tests to get value for money. So the Pokwasi interchange has a basis. No, absolutely not.
But the point is, Adena originally, no, even loan the crack or parliament, and yen yet is na a year 3 tier. It's your first say beer, say a bina notice what is alone the call. Now, one more, now a likelihood say, now you bet me the 4th year because of the engineering.
Because there has been a valued engineering undertaking. The first design you do, no, obey your general test. And so you have a fair idea how the foundation is going to be like. But when you're about to start a bridge, it's only proper that particular area now, bridge in the beams in the basin, you have to do a detailed report. Soil test, or what we call the geotechnical investigation report. To be able to ascertain, say, if I'm putting one pile 5 meters apart now, I have to get the information at that exact location.
Okay, I get it.
You understand?
All right.
So for the Pokwasi interchange, the government, it started from the SY. They started, like what you said, President Kufuor got the information, the funding from the Awoshi, and then Atamos came in to continue, and then someone is truncated, and then they also proceeded to get the second funding. Then Jade and our good old Nanado came in, and he also had to improve what the SY government left. And by improving, they even added a bigger storm drain. Because Pokwasi interchange has a record of flood already. Just like Ofanko. So now they have to go back and lobby and add other variations. So that's why you've seen the rains now that there's no flooding at Pokwasi so far. So they have extended storm drains so that it can connect to the Densu to get to the Weja.
Oh.
Yes. So you see, these facts are there. So the man cannot speak to, like I said, if I'm on the coast, brother, I cannot speak to you this way. But because I'm outside the project, but I have a view of whatever is happening, I can give you because of my experience. Now, before we just, so that I don't forget, this medium is very important. The Pokwasi interchange, that should be a heading, can only function better if we sanitize Ofanko flyover. I have videos to it. I did a video on a day before it was commissioned. I came there and I did a video for like almost 20 minutes. Because just in a few seconds, the Pokwasi interchange, because there's no more conflict, release the traffic off immediately. Now, if you don't take care to absorb the traffic, like what happened at Circle, when Circle was relieved, you realize we have to now come back and do redesigning of the ATTC area to get some one-ways all over so that we can take the shocks. Because the retention time of the Pokwasi interchange remember the reception time of Pokwasi and the circle. Initially, you have to stay there for like 45 minutes and beyond. So it was distributing traffic in seconds or intermittently to Ring Road, the highway, High Street,
Yeah.
to Nima Police Station Road, to Vodafone, to Kolebu Road. But now, because it does not retain vehicular movement there for a long time, it distributes the traffic immediately. Now the other roads have to prepare enough to take the shocks. So Ofanko has a bigger problem.
All right.
Two problems.
But as someone can, very technical way I say because they say not just an interchange, a bed distribute traffic
quickly,
immediately.
It
is all Fanko ready
and
to
any
absorb
other
the
receptor
shocks.
should be ready to receive it. Because when it was retaining the traffic, it distributed the traffic like maybe within 5 minutes, not about 110 cars abroad. So,
less.
So you're able to also, because you are already inconvenient,
okay. May you sue interchange, a year week we but me the entire intentionally me share that you late to a jumum and at time and a traffic peak in Warsaw and the be used to they are working. Me free as someone else at me rum kwabenya. Hey, I see when you choked.
Yeah. I was choked on Thursday.
Choked very.
Yes.
And then me and them say, what is happening? I didn't say yeah easy akoi. It's me join and they me call ya kwa kusi of anko.
Sure. The traffic.
It's not a traffic if you of anko.
Mr. Nemo, know that too.
And aba.
Thank you.
Sabi dance and ma'am. And the buy and eba bedru ho.
I've been saying that for the past 3 years.
Internet as a hono so yeah another hono as a range engineer one
we have two things to do at the Fanko.
Because Fanko not ready the traffic order.
We have to get Henry Cote there. I salute the minister. We have to get him there. If Medina is working again, Medina Zongo is working again, or Fanko ought to work again. And there are two things. There's a share filling station under the runabout. When you go to the trot station there, temporary one, ought to be removed immediately. Otherwise, value for money back to the Pokwasi is zero.
Zero.
And there are two. When it rains, the substation, EC substation, just at the Fanko there, it is so low. That's the nature of the land. But it brings water to the slip to Asufa. And the water can get to about 1 meter.
Mena make sure what the V8 crown the more.
Yeah.
What the car can the more.
So apart from 4x4 and V8, other cars temporarily break down.
Yeah.
Once they break down, they block the two carriage with the slip road. And that one will ripple back to the Pokwasi.
Okay.
On a day I was going for a wedding for one of these CTFM guys. And for 4 hours, I was between Pokwasi interchange for Fanko, which is about 2 minutes drive. Maximum of 4 minutes.
Yeah.
But for 4 hours, I was there because it had rained. And the water had gotten to that level. And unfortunately, after you just go past that troubled water, the taxi rank and then the truck guys are directly in the middle of the road loading. So we need to have Henry Cote back to the place. Because at Zongo interchange, initially you have about 45 minutes driving time. Now it's about 3 minutes maximum. That is economic viability to the country. Once you're able to do that, we will have the performance of the Pokwasi interchange better. Otherwise, on any day that it rains, which is a force majeure, we'll have a problem. On any day that the guys underneath the bridge choose to be indisciplined, we'll have a serious problem. And this must be a necessary, or let me say, a priority to the regional minister, to the Ghana Highways Authority, to the Department of Urban Roads, and any other institution mandated to sanitize or to bring discipline to that area. And the second one is just after we go to after the interchange.
Yeah.
Is it the John Tay?
John Tay school now.
As I was coming right now, there are about 7 trailers
and as I say,
who are packed at the bus stop, before the bus stop, and at the bus stop. So now you force the vehicles, the trotters, to load from that place, that 300-400 meters. They are loading at any place that they see one passenger. And once they are doing that, now the Pokwasi is about 3-4 coming, 3 lanes coming.
Yeah.
And then they come to 1 because of the indiscipline. So all the trailers there, if government want to see that this thing is functioning well, we have sunk so much money into that project. These miscreants, these ones, once the regional minister has made us to see that it can work, he has to bring the same attitude there and let the place work. That is very important. That one is very, very important.
And yes, sir, work done by zero.
You go across the interchange in a second and you meet the same bottleneck ahead of you. Because those who are going towards Achimota, they won't have a problem. But unfortunately, if the slip road is choked, it will come back all the way, and then it will not reduce the carriageway to one. Because they would try to take one, and about, let's say, 500 cars are coming at a time, and they are now all forced to use one because they want to just go across on top of the flyover. But because of the troubles underneath the runabout or the flyover, it will ripple backwards all the way to Jonte, and that will bring the province of the bridge to nuts.
All right.
So we need to do that work.
And you're very important. And we just what can you say very profound. Who said no maybe say no. Yenya mo na mumu bie na so na yetime hu said ade ni to. Engineers go kromu a na enye Ghana engineers ya no mo ye progress interchange.
You say celebrate you mo.
Say celebrate. One my ade. One my because me said ya mo can one my ade.
And the one the man was saying because second in Africa.
Yeah, second in Africa.
The first in South Africa. The second, not even in Egypt.
Yes.
It's in Ghana.
In Ghana.
And once you do that, it means the government have the priority of improving the economic viability of the country.
My main phone rap political space anymore. Na yeti of one young way any. Aya na yeti say a car your ball we na obi pursue this kind of circle in charge. Sadi yetim de compare on yetim de toton because okay bibi. Say circle the and steel and only another. But well other interchanges there, you know, be a yanda de and I say, I don't know what
you cannot even on a road.
1
kilometer of a road on the N1 cannot be the same as 1 kilometer on the road from in front of
it is a political statement.
It's a political statement.
Oh, but young conclude.
No, it's a political statement because in the engineering field, 1 kilo. See. The soil profile that I'm a materials engineer.
Yeah.
The soil profile changes every step away.
Oh, okay.
So I can do 1 kilometer project, let's say N1, where I will not meet swampy material. Swampy is clay. Now I'll be doing the same as piece in I could do maybe Tesano. And now about 500 of the length, you know, is high matrix clay. Where I have to now cut the clay by maybe 3 meters down, go and discard off like around behind Agyeman, or behind Kasua. So there's a haulage. The contractor ought to be paid for just cutting that material and going that far to go and dispose of the material. Now, if you're supposed to bring boulders, somebody who's working close to Tetekwashi runabout, no, Motorway runabout, will just go to thank you. Or Motorway or Motor runabout or runabout or construction. So, of course, Shy Hills are. It needs maybe about 10 kilometers to go to Shy Hills. So you'll be in front of the contract, if you know, like under BOK, bill of quantities, you know, within a certain radius, you know, you are paid a certain constant money. So maybe if I'm traveling north, east, west, and south, let's say let's say 20 kilometers, say a 10 city.
Okay.
But if I just go beyond the 10 kilometers now, every kilometer beyond, there's amount of money paid.
Okay.
But not for the material. You see, material remains constant. Maybe we got 1 cubic car at 10 cities.
10 cities.
And now, me factor my transportation distance, 10 kilometers, 10 cities. But when I go beyond the 10 kilometers now, every other kilometer, I am paying they are paying me some additional factor. Maybe 10 pesos more or 20 pesos more to the transportation, but not the material.
Okay.
But the material may remain constant within the corridors. So, if I'm doing NIT FM to Tesano, and I meet 500 meters of a swampy area, the cutting has a cost. The disposal has a cost. Now, if I'm bringing the material, they are born a bar because I've gone beyond the normal 20 or 10 kilometer radius. Now, in the price here, no. Every other kilometer, no, you are paying extra that's over haulage.
Yeah.
You are being paid for the haulage. Now, Obi Agyeman motor runabout, no, is within the 10 kilometer. So he cut the material, he disposes, which is paid for, but his material remains constant because he priced for let's say 10 cities, you know, is still within the corridors. So the 1 kilometer cannot be the same at motorway.
Okay.
So that's the justification that it can never be And this is a fact.
Yeah, we are talking about facts. And I believe in facts. That is why I'm allowing you to talk. I'm a politician, because I believe in facts. So I say, me program so the obi
I'm saying we are factual. Every human being is a political animal. Every human being is a political animal. Of course.
So who speak that? Me, I will applaud engineers and one year Juma wo.
I'm telling you.
And I will also applaud this current government. Say, mobile to the treaty now with the same money. May your source advice be free abai nimu ako. So that because in the engineers say lobby better. Confirmatory test now you know. And they say will be better. Okay, confirmatory says you save $6 million. Maza. But when what to me and you best way there, young fanya 40. So I will applaud engineers, I will applaud this current government.
Of course.
So when we to me they treat you no to 40, that is a fact.
Of course.
Now, mom, I will disagree with the president. So or the a circle interchange and the temale interchange and no bichebi or the better to home say obia diska. President obia diska. My young wuni pakura na nanko diska no. Yenchinutum. And yes, I saw statement remember Jerry mean to.
No, let me put it once again that the vice president made a statement some I think a year and a half ago or two.
Yeah.
If you go to Google, I think you will see what I wrote. In fact, on a lot of the radio interview, I said we should stop that kind of comparison. It's a bad one. And for me, the two parties love me because unless you are not supposed to be honest, I move with all of them.
Okay.
All of them, because when you call me for me to give you my side, I'll give you what you are supposed to hear.
Yeah.
Which are factual, because I'm not the only engineer.
So
if I come and do any political twist, I'll be exposed. Of course. So my principle is that for the past 7-8 years, I want to be in the center and speak.
Engineer, members are way. Interchange in the flyover.
Oh, flyover is just the one. So
Tamaledian idea.
It's a flyover.
Because my call. Tamaledian interchange.
Mostly when you see slips. Then you are interchanging the
interchanging. Who free how be now where the wolf from Franco they say flyover.
Can be interchangeably used as a flyover. When you cannot
flyover.
Because you have gone at 3 grades. So you are interchanging
roads
levels.
Okay.
Same as Pokwasi, same as Circle. But the normal of Anko, they are like flyovers. They are just flying over a certain 1 grade. So that's about it.
Okay.
When you have a lot of the slips around there, you are now changing the road to a different stage.
Engineer, men can't tell you, but my politicians in Casa. And now, what time, you know? Men can't tell you, we need that idea about we and chair weapons is here now. Next Saturday. Tom. Memo Kwaba.
Me Joso.
It's saying. Okay, yeah, then you pass. Nana wusu there, medical man Kwaba. Nana. Ben Homano. And the procuracy interchange no na engineers na be mo there no one the year hwe wasem na e bia latter part no salaries won say semene one so
even on the salary structure I trying to talk.
Oh, okay, that's correct. Okay, it's procuracy interchange and the political twist na maybe partisan politics na you do na mama you confused
me that's it pa na mamenchia tifo nyina na ye mama mpani abaso say Anopai, why a very educative program, and I must commend you. Say, chira, pay what he and then the first time I'm a shian.
Oh, okay.
The technical education of the Abano. I think, sir, time and time, no, I say with me in such people.
Yeah.
Now, the beer and koyo baby, no, or more hit and no ninya a bit shape discourse.
Yeah.
I'm yet me who say we must fix this thing. Adeba could be our calm so elated about say the Pokwasi interchange na ye hunu fe mo bampania baso no ebenya adwuma ho faso amaye ne agise ofanko ye be ye adwuma wo ho. I think this is very proactive sort of thinking. In this empanimfo etu anamo animanimu ye ya ebema pressure no a ebeba be gu honum no eso beti papa no so audi in conference my mo na baso why ye very educative analysis. These are the things I hear.
Yeah.
Media me metna han kase sebi aban bi baayɛ na wabɛyɛ na aban bi twa mu wanyɛ hwee na governance is continuous process.
That's right.
And it has always been my policy say yɛn aban yi a yɛwura His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo da no yi otu anamɔn bi ɛyɛ biribiara no a sɛbi mprɛduasa ebi aban no a otwa mu no ɛtwerɛ one sentence of document koraa to hɔ no mu a na sɛ ɔba bɛ complete no finish biribiara pɛpɛ a ɛsɛ sɛ yɛbɔ n'aba so san sɛ then yɛte aseɛ sɛ aban ɛyɛ ntoaso adwuma obi bɛyɛ bi na ɔkɔ na obi nso aba abɛtoa so ɛyɛ fɛ sɛ engineer no de ato dwa sɛ the important factor no sɛ yɛnya value for money. Na ye kase wo kan asem bi se e bia enka obi betimi aka se o se ne se betimi aye 4 na se yese 3 a de eda so na nke de be 4 no aden na ne enka se bi o yemfa nto baabi nanso aban ne hunu se esase ye magana fo enya animonyam any value for money no a yakoba bosia somewhere 2052 na ebetu awie no so hono enti media mebo aban no abaso ewo soronko kwan so se aban na timi agina asinkiti se ye sika no a yakobo bosia no ye nya ho emfaso na yatimi nso de aye adwuma ama those days ya na yetwika kokumasi wo ya du pokuase a na wo yam hyehyew esan se
hours abedi wo honko an timi du kumase
num sa chese ebi anka fuel ebetimi du akwa du no wo ya dru ba bia unu adwoso kwa na se wo san akoto fuel it means say washi hours asan so ashi sebio kakra da obotum enti no asoman no se nya biribi sei no a I don't always want to agree say be NDC MPP na a very kind of cheap propaganda and politics am fa hwe mre o man no sort as here na we na ye circle we na I mean ya na ye nuanom no sabi mpraduasa wo tu kwan na wo kodu Dubai na ye obi bo obi abaso na hwa ye fe na hwa ye sei no sabi so hunu say in the interest of the whole country enti na omoma ehonum yes na etia enti yan so in the interest of Ghana no na ye wa aban a wote so a ye committed to the extent they say ye the one city na ese de adwuma we a ye de be nya value for money eno ne niame meti asesi yi mani so na ye me de na me hwe senior program no su course no ye hwe pictures na ye just the whole Africa no na say we na tosu mienu na West Africa we na di kan dia na say Ghana ba bia ya duru no esase ye kwan ne ekoye nim na sebin producer ka me ko a anka yama MPP international be the next 16 years na ye hunu say ye be koso ha implement value for money policies because optional aban bia bia nko be choose say ono de onye senia Ghana ne oman ne manyina benya value na momu no wadi bi befa baabi na nso so we die wa choose say oben pepepe ya danasi yie papa megidi ye so say Ghana fo nyina so edi ahonkeka ne anigye ebeda aban no ase abo aban na baso na yahwe say setie bia no other project wo ya nimu aye yo no say na wo kan tamaledie say ye fly over say ye interchange technical people na kire mu say say na tie bia na so beba ye mfaso ama oman no enti baabi bia no a oman Ghana mu ye wo baabi ne ye sa project bi sei no mesre se ye nyina no ye mfa ho kekapa na ye bo engineers so na ba so say they are Ghanaian engineers eno ma hwe hunu say esese ye ya ade papa edima ye man megidi said they also deserve a huge commendation say ye won crophobia omo atu ho ache enisuade hunu opepa so mbesom Ghana yie enti brebi so sese ne ade dwumadie bi sei sha omo nsa mark omutime de enigye ne ahokekan ne ahosepe eya adwuma no a na esese ye nso ye debe ye bo ma ba so obi nim akra na say ofri first time ofri kumase bana so odru sa interchange na mark the perception of Ghana no ebesesa completely
okay
onya ba na obehunu na obowura mu a obehun se oman no ya debe yakoya nim sabi bibisha ni botom na so o se wo de bibia adwumadie bia no be investment bia wa hunu bibia hye ni nkuna ne kire se nia obeye no obenya so mfaso enti mesere se yenum nyina na yemmoa afenso the users media me driver ni mitwi me car enti ana du bebia mesere indiscipline on the side of some of the drivers yen hwe nso say yemfa enko look at the level of the 40 so na say bia ukoye careless na ukoye biribibi na utira anye yi a
na to ba forma
ene na chese menua wo meduru no na gise de politic na besesa wonam enti mesere nso se
yes what the best for wunua bi kro no so
is eno no asabio e bia wo kwani ba bi enti mesere se yenye very disciplined na yenhunu se say we are graduating ye koye nim sane be ya asabi senka e bia mekofa bi wo New York ana say UK ba bi na menam a me comport me ho no menam hanom so ese me comport me ho afi motor riders omunhunu say the speed ya e bia nka first no ebinom use no ene ebi obi du honma ebe konanim enti wo koye careless kakra bi pe pasanso akope accident anase asem e de akohye obi enti yenyina yamwa say ye be discipline on the usage of the road na eso aba ye mfaso pedestrians ahodo nso ebe fefa mu no megidi ye say baby ayaya walkway no ombe use no in a nice way na yenyina no yahwe say ye benya yemfaso yebenya adepapa yebenya nia yebetena se mfie bebrebe na afibi meso no yenkoye statistics analysis emeto wo se na ye ade we kura no sabio fatalities akoso wo honom no this is how it is very good enti mesre se yenyina no yemfa komapa ene abotoyemu se ya ban bi na o start se okope loan ena wode beye ena ban bi ba wabeto aso I think we must applaud ourselves as a nation na yenyina no yemfa one accord and support to aban no na dwumadie so odimaye no onimaye yemu bi de eye ya hosepe eye nige eye ya mfe se yen yete ase ne ya benya adanse se yen so daachi bi ebetima kan bi adedebe a kire nchirima enti mesere so se obi bia no obenya akwanya no onfanye education especially the experts in the field of engineering and road no omomma yentumi educate your citizens no mefa kwanya so aka asem bi a kire yenuanma driver for biu Majari ka aben enye break ka aben enye break na dia ya na ya ne se obi honoma ofiriwachi ubehwe na bia obi odi wanim na ye mistake kakra bi na waba aben no wati aben no so san instead of so be apply break na kwa hwe se oya akono mistake no e bi kura de ba ko wie ba bi no ono dia aben no but in a sense say obehu an so dia ba hwe nipa ne ka num o expect so obo aben no enka oya akono bi a onye de be onyina na wo ma ne kwan mesre se ye nyina no yenye discipline na media the America na medi ma no besi on the of you can spoke quasi interchange say ye nyina no yemfa abasobode emma the president his excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo na yemmo engineers no so abaso na ye nyina so as Ghanaians no momma enye yemfe enso yani na yemfe discipline enyusu kwan no at the end of the day no ebeba ye nyina yeso ye debe emfaso
better say mama call Tom
yeah. Jerry.
Yes sir.
Mamenchia Abdulkumanov for Namenchia NDC National Executive any greater regional executive any constituency executives na Menchia Greater Accra regional constituency communication officers nyina any deputy Umabo Rojo Metal Nunu Jeff any mama gamichamu nyina mintumi body ni nyina but michiamu nyina minua no kasa no in one breath osio yembo Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo abaso in another breath osio the former leaders amoba no omo aboa aye ejuma. You see, it is very sad that near osade na ase no near onya adwenempa edai edwene Ghana fo ho the Ghana fo ebe hia pokwase interchange the Ghana fo ebe hia circle interchange the Ghana fo ebe hia Kaswa interchange the Ghana fo ebe hia upgrade of the Tamamoto way the Ghana fo ebe nya these major developments they see only the onye hwe sana na menua no pese o There is no way.
Okay, so obi nyehwe.
Oh, I see yembo Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo abaso. Please, with my make kasa.
Yeah, I
so,
don't remember so can
ante-
say obinya hwe eno de wankasa
Marjorie.
maybe I'm here.
Yeah, but
Pass.
obi abaso no obi ne o ase. What you say? He said, Tamamoto, we say it's Tamamoto. NY, His Excellency Professor Mills, Eko Frere Kufo, Eba, yeah. Among number, the number commission, you know. That is the all recommended and now all commended your predecessors. What I say, who acknowledge a Jumapa, or my son, or over Triaso. Marjorie, what am I say? So no matter what, you can never take out His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Whether you like it or not. And the engineer can say, I'll share something because I can't. You cannot compare some of the projects. What about soil quality? What about your friend is saying materials being used? What about even the location of the construction? And so I'm paying a comparison of these projects. Then the bones I'm paying your beer, sebi. Either say one your advice, Papa. Secondly, another person on your political mischief to expose himself more. To expose himself as a man paying more. Because who care about infrastructure? Who care about construction of roads? Who care about construction of hospitals? Who care about construction of developmental projects? You can never take away the project of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, even after Sir free office. Marjorie, after Sir John Dramani Mahama free office, so look at the number of projects I hear commission. That's them on man paying Ben of free office, even under Kufo. Kufo free office. How many projects were commissioned after his he left office? Maybe so. Minya. Only say Ghana Commercial Bank hospital. Bank of Ghana Hospital. Only say you commission also. One hospital so I was Savannah region. Only say you commission and also. So these are projects His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. This Ghana Forsica assassin. This Ghana Forsica aye. And you can never take away that. Ghana for hunukre MPP for Ghana for hunukre. Say musha muba say muba. You will never do borrowing. And not borrowing amuye. Musha Omubase, when you come Ubeyi Odo River and you you will restock it with fish. Odo River Ghana for Hunukre. You promise them, say, you will protect the public purse. In fact, on 7th January 2017, it is only Nana Dodako Akufo-Addo who claimed to be protecting the public purse, yet used 2.8 million Ghana cedis to bath in the air. Ghana for hunukre. So you can never deceive Ghanaians. And now I say year of rose and whatever. Marjorie, still me one project, one comprehensive project under road, and a Ministry of Roads and Highway. And now the Dako Akufo-Addo Asha where you under his term of office. Because I'm in Ukraine under His Excellency John Dramani met me about Kaswa touching, met me about Circle Dubai. Tell me one project, Marjorie. Oh, Missy, Sapokwasi, yes, I say, I'm ye. And I ye. Mini Unia Pius, and Eti Falcon. Bisani say, even time, Nana the Eba Power. Banyat, NIC, Anya Ablekuma. I was you on them stretch, na ye. But there is nowhere. Nana the Akufo-Addo because I don't know or ye Pokwasi in touch. It's never true. The fact is there. It's never true. Look, Usha Amwankasa on budget. Okasa on inside there about facts and figures there. We will expose this. Oh, Mimia, I see road and infrastructure development.
Yeah.
Road sector. Mr. Speaker, 2020 was declared the year of roads. And as such, the road sector has been massive injection of resources. Major construction of works being undertaken this year include and Abu Bobi. But the emperor critical roads, not even one, not even single critical road, paid 34 of 2020 budget. Nana Dodako Akufo-Addo and to me NJ one critical road in Ghana and in the Nigeria. road ni kilometers per hour, status ni ebi was significant progress. Ebi to say reconstruction of Kwabenya Abomusio Eshuem Road. Abomusio say enu say
I say Kwabenya what Abomusio now.
I see 41.40 kilometers. Significant progress. Enu say den brofo be no.
Omo ye.
Da be no mewie.
Omo ye there.
What I say, so even in your 4 years term and over about 1 year now, say you call 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year in January.
Okay. So about 4 years, about few months. You have not even started one critical road and completed. Yes, Usi Ghana for Mbom Usemo. Say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as at the past year our baby.
But and yet also commendable say 3 tier, one much media call 40.
Yeah, it's neither here nor there.
Oh.
You come as a government to come and improve Anamibwa. Say their previous your friend is government you come and improve. That is why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama who said the people of Pokwase need an interchange. And us negotiate BBA start BBA. That is why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama who said Tamamoto where His Excellency our Vice President Kwame Nkrumah we have to upgrade it and then make sure say it meets an international standard. So that is neither here nor there. Say why you know Papa no can say we see 3-story building.
Yeah.
With the same amount. Now I confer contractor be now I be in a 4-story building. It is still a story building. It's helping ease traffic. It's helping
ensure value for money, even though on 3 tier, why on 4 tier. I wanted the media. I suggest a demanded commendation. And I what can I want
to say now?
Maybe I can it's a fact because Focus Interchange, John JDM funding no JDM secure even though be JDM and the secure funded. That is a fact. Oka parliament the na pension or ma approve that law. Apart from say be on baka say be oh yeah one would you two maybe a sekana ma and I well and there other discussions. It's the fact. But maybe so me can say adea and also abenya ye one more renegotiate engineers on the project. And also because what be
the same engineers. We're upgrading from 3 tier to 4 tier.
Yeah.
It's neither here nor there. But giving commendation. Oh, they mean case on yeshi. And what I make us say politics is supposed to improve the lives of the people.
Okay.
What I say? And to who can say would ya why no 3 tier to 4 tier and to yamba wabaso no nipakuna Odaye adwene pa and who said the people of Pokwase, the people of Ghana, yet they in fact Ghana sika enko dware awa wiem. Yet they teacher Ghana sika ema ya yeremo ene ya danfofo. Na yedi Ghana sika ebeye mpuntu ejuma ana osha ase. Why don't you also commend the person like His Excellency Professor Mills did? What am I saying? So when it comes to road,
well, anyway,
yes,
political. We can't back some nankasane di ananke your man penda da kufo ena na oba beye. It's fair face, you know. Unse African Development Bank na wama sika because I know your man penda da kufo and they secure the fund from African Development Bank. It's their work came. Awoshi. And they say amoko eni na o man penda da kufo secure fund and Professor Mills. Professor Mills that time one ba be it's na kwakoka the interchange. It's no so na JDM no so ehwe so obetowa so na ode ho loan so koto parliament 16 November 2016 and the parliament G2 mu JDM apenso and na do no so baaye from so okay fine ade no sika na nunie na mom yenkwane ekwocha re-engineering ye betima bibia fa no mai bibia fa no mai 40 year from the these are the historical
so when you are doing you don't say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama your friend is a circle interchange and away and I the compare sikana or the year 1 your friend is a 40 year no as say the 3 tier and for other in fact the only project Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo has started massive Temali. When you're talking about interchange, it wasn't started under him. Major, you just confirmed.
That is correct.
It wasn't started. So why do you take credit for what you have not done?
Obasono so by 1 year more.
Baby, you did not start it. The point is you did not start it. So comment on what here. Because in your own budget, critical roads want to mean about kumpo. critical regional roads. To me, Bakumpo. Just mention these are the facts, regional by region. Bono region, Bono majority region, Ashanti region. Now, yen say. Muano musu ebia na nado dan kwa kufa rebia or the other project because me who Ashanti region wa me who Ashanti region okay any Ashanti region I see rehabilitation of asphaltic concrete of Kumase Sunyani Road Mankraso junction to Tepa junction I see ongoing I see ongoing rehabilitation and asphalt concrete of Mankraso I see commenced. Rehabilitation of asphalt concrete of Tepa. Mamban Road, Mamban Town Roads. Honestly, I see ongoing. Rehabilitation of Obuasi Town Road, I see ongoing. Minya, Sikano ase, Nanado Dako Kufab, Sikano ase, yet Sikaso Akomadiye, you came into power. And all your year of road, to me, starting one road and you have completed it under your administration. We see Yambo Abaso say, dia omanpen kufu omanpen mills and omanpen rolling say mo abeya no abetwa so awie nti yambo yensem emma you see his excellency John Dramani Mahama whether you like it or not in his administration construction of this infrastructure improved your own budget improved construction improved under his excellency John Dramani Mahama so you cannot take that credit. If you don't like it at all, circle Dubai. If I'm paying another down Kufado, Efa Econifie. Majari, and yes, circle Dubai.
Okay.
Ni papa fie baby or pamo, amuchi, your friend is saying, plantain one. You see, that is where he passes to his house. So you have to commend him.
But or the Nanusi is Nanusi.
Your friend is a Caswa interchange. Man is starting no year. It's Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So when you are doing comparison,
okay,
take one project. Let's take one project.
Okay.
Compare. Nina, yencha materials. Nina, once papa no can see you can never compare. The friend is a circle interchange to any of the interchange because no materials now you see it is still apart from even materials. So there are two different projects. The flyover itself, then the main interchange. There are two different projects. Now, by me, you see, Mambeka say mo use pen, na mo de die. And a doom de be a Ghana for any a bie. Omo who say MPP for in troni adada na futuro na mo de go Ghana for any no. You will always expose you with the facts and then the figures.
Let us say, Tom, and I would say in Kano. How you need to under point 9. I mean, I'm a for almost so, and then I'm okay. What oh be able to baby, I did see that's
one second.
And one second message.
Once 2020 a budget now. Construction. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yeah, improving construction 2014 Majority. 2014, yeah, improving
the construction sector.
Yeah, the construction sector.
Okay. Which
Pokwase hospitals, road, whatever. Under construction is part. And this year, meeting construction negative 0.4 in 2014. Yeah, to me, improving construction 9.5. And now, me can say construction at a negative 8.5. Negative.
Okay.
Now, we see young boy and Simon because where you hear is Excellency John Dramani Mahama Pokwase project.
But Mr. Kadifin, so much Mistake is I say I'm happy. The Pokwase Interchange is another vision of John Mahama. The net corrupt Nanado promise to protect the public purse and not knowing he is in to enrich himself, families and friends. If I may ask, what specific roles do our first and second ladies play that apart from services their husband? Mistake na he be say Walanyo the faculty. Walanyo say, assuming this emolument is accepted in favor of the presidential spouses. Can this alien economy hold if we have a president and his vice having 2 wives respectively? We should trash it to avoid our parliamentarians in future demanding the same to their spouses. Let us say. Positive change. Eddie from Medina. Also, President Mahama used the taxpayers' money on infrastructure such as Bank of Ghana Hospital, Pokwasi Interchange, Eugene Hospital, the Dodoa Hospital, etc., which Akufo-Addo is going round commissioning. Whilst here, Akufo-Addo has also decided to use the same taxpayers' money to fly and take his bath in the skies. And that's it. When so say, good morning, McJerry. Now, President Nana is fixing the country. So when these leaders are confused and they don't know what to say, God bless Nanado's government. So, Chairman Makiba. Sami Wache also, I think it's about time we remove the political spectacle from our face and speak the truth. Under the leadership of President Akufo-Addo's government, taxpayers' money is being protected and saved. Let's thank God for having him as president, but propaganda and hypocrisy. NDC will stay in opposition for a long time. Why Sami Demfi wasn't part of the demonstration? What
I want to say, I'm a person can say, no, sir. I am not NDC for no, a do be na BBC Sano, and not say, a cow monconan can ra commission na seven preduasa. Ya can't nanke their tooth screen, baby, as I say, Ura Mahama. On the Ramajina Major Pass or no mutual own commission, and only be an uncle more here. Almost uncantina, I say, a bomb patabribri. A young year can't say, 2014. 2014. Na more a friend is one and a while by me. One and a while by 2014. 2014, one and a while. NDC. From 2009 to 2012. No more NDC for. It is not construction, a negative, whatever you are talking about. Is it that now you want to say Mahama and a back conjure, magic now? Ebra na o mampani kufo Emma India for Nesi Jubilee House. Yet nya NDC for no mamutina baby cast a Jubilee House no mo ba mo de bedane enkukobuo. Entina na those things that me bisa am said the biggest cock we ever had in Ghana was John Dramani Mahama. Because sa enkukobuo na mo kan wasem no. Ebra esi enkukobuo ni wie ye no. John Mahama na kokotina mu. Ena okobo ya ne ntaba mu kokroku. Ena odi ball ne ho nsamrane. Enti ya na ye mpese ye de oman no impumtuo ne sabim preduasa. Ena me na me kopɛ bosian de to ho. Ena me aban we de be start project nti no. Eye me na maye ena say na say. Omampani kofo be firi aban mu no. Na me nua ye nyina nim say omampani kofo atoto ne omaye ama at the time. Na sika akuo ahodo de aba ama Ghana se yemfa nyampuntuo no na nya de ketwa enti so hwe ya o mampani mills ne term of office ne ejuma obedi nyina no efa kese no nyina no was as a result of no mampani kofo anyinya sika bi agigi loan bi a aye ready ato ho no for road and for other infrastructure, health and education ni nyina no na ya secure e de gu odada enti ya na political very cheap and propaganda talk say opese wo ka say obi start process of securing loans you know where ya de bi asabi ebi nsi da I mean nkwada adwene say obadwene say obi akwa prepare say
we send the secure loan and
this swadi hunu no aban bia ye bi pen sabi preduasa omampani kofo dia odija ya atames be inherit ye no ya singing praises all over the world they say ena obi aja kope we enti no e dey na opese wo dey achieve for nothing mo ni abria say mo besan so de John Mahama baby John Mahama ti wonu mu isabe ne calendar no it is closed in terms of presidency in Ghana sa same way ebere bia ni mu be hia bia be ka kire mo enti mo dey mo pa mo singing praises from the foot enkosi ne head enkosi hefa John Mahama has no credibility to come and want to be president in Ghana again. Mudi ni begina ne ntuma na efi no ye de ba besan abonten ama wiase nyina ehu no enu nti ono de esem ono nti na moni abre na communicators no monenam na Mahama na hwan na say ne say dia ene am nkopa obi foforo because Mahama de ne ntuma efira no no ayefi poto obegina abonten pe ye de besan ho ama obi ehu no sesi ya watete nti na se be muhu ne se bi papa bi edwura ne ho but onya begina krata no so say ono ne oba mo amani tua ye betete ne pansam
okay
into ono dia onya obi a esa say ye tena se na ye tinge akuledi na okoje bosian to ho na hwan na hwan eye common thing na me pese in this 40 say aban bia no eye bi se bra no so ne to aba na say unfortunately we lose so a bosian na akope ne Ghana fo ndi mu na akope enti ka ban ba no exactly the sovereign of the will of the country ye nyina sika ne ye goodie ahye form ne ye oil ne ade ena di betu aka enti aban ba no nka sika no nka nche mo say ye mpe ana say ye mfa nye mpuntu juma enti these are very cheap propagandist politics a eya na ndc for no omoye but enkosi hwe sanya mekan enko hu mahama de wonu watu onu ankasa nim dada say nya de a akonwa no obeso akofuna mu aso ase okwa akodi president
me dan say ma
nya sa cheap propaganda no
yes sir
MPP akonya na omonkasa entre Ghana for na
aya kasa trem woda no wani pe na microphone
na mic ne ye
eye pa na aya ma woda no wani hwe no but you are addressing me and my viewers and listeners
ma Jerry
yes sir
aya umma MPP for akonya so omonkasa na omo yiza Ghana for the fact say uka says excellency John Dramani Mahama and a share project na say who you soon kwala adwen the fact say uka say is excellency John Dramani Mahama COVID ba ye it is his excellency John Dramani Mahama project and etumi ekushin COVID ema yang nyina ye hu ye his excellency Nanado Danko Akufo on to me one promise SLBS 88 hospital tell me ba kwa we see Ghana for air about development and now you are talking about winning an election. It is an MPP for politics and power is about winning the next election. Sana MPP for more than yamo. And to nipa na all share tax. Yeah, you see the tax na and na sa tax na na do Danko Akufo you see Eddie Jari we wiem sa and na na do Danko Akufo you see sa tax na Eddie betria ni yirimu car. Yeah, because okay, ya dwen ye ka nkwala asem. Ghana for na ejina kiumu a san lie to abamam. Say mo be ye adwuma. Na mo make sure say the progress of this nation will move on. We cannot compare you to a fact and then a figure. Oh, say mo ya be 2 year no at our time. Say ya na edi kwa your friend says negative 0.5. Negative 0.5 and negative 8.9 and 8.5. Negative 0.5, ni negative 8.5. Mathematician for Omumbu. Said the hour him anyway. Even at our worst level, the NDC is still better under construction than the MPP, and the fact is clear. Nana do baye. What Bobu say obia. The fact is clear. And na uninam choko kwanoswa. And na uninam your friends a buko kwanswa. And na uninama ube bisa akwale bia say. Bridge Hospital, one and upgrade here. Lagos Hospital, one soon as here. Kaswa Interchange, one as here. Circle Interchange, one as here. You close your eyes and you can see this development Ebwa Ghana for. Then you sit here, still say, oh, Kasa is Excellency John Dramani Mahama. On Mayor She. And then one so back the contesting this election. You better treat Ghana for near bio. Unless 2024 election, Musa su eko use military for no eko bubu amount for true. But we are daring you 2024 election. Eko free. No matter what, you can grow your beard from the office of the president. Say you deploy say ko Ablekuma Central, ko bo amount for true, ko ododo diodo, ko bo amount for true, ko ayawa so westwogo. In 2024, we are not going to court. We will meet you at the police station. And those military MPP, military recruiter, I recruit you. I'm not the one who said, yet you promised the people and you have not delivered any of your promises. Now, I bet now say, yeah, yankwala, yeah, jinsen kwala. You are Ghana for it's you. You are Ghana for.
Okay.
Ablekuma North. In Kuala Muwa Blokmanov, ebesi ene untumi NC one primary school block, one block momo. Yet is Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Amamu 2 community schools. Those children over there are seeing. So when it is election time, just as you did in 2020, deploy your military guys to come to those constituencies and then we will meet them. Nobody is going to call.
Madam say, Higher needs 100.9. I don't know. Salaries, you know best. Okay, but I'm just giving you 1 minute to be now. The 1-2 minutes be. If you could say something about it, because one more they are called court in TI, so I suggest.
Oh, and yeah, baby,
court, no, and make determination. I say, yeah, whether. But anyway, oh, baby, come from him. Let me give you the
say, as we said, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo. Any Baumia, any MPP for.
Oh my.
Wow, oh, shares the way amuye ma. Now, who say, ni Ghana for whom a paper.
Anything.
Ni Ghana for one dream pack, crack. Mark Jerry. On him say, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo ebe catch say, ye one here ye. Ghana ye nisika. Enti COVID-19 abebubu ye economy. Amene ye economy no abubu aye pansam. Enti ye nyina ye mia ye ni na ye nya adwumaden ensi Ghana ana anya busa na obeka.
Yeah.
Enti ye salary kra ya ketua kra na ye sorry fifie Mageri wa sorry fifie a omachi onda. Unsusu de adwuma wo ye no e adesua adwuma de bia out book ho de bia unam internet so e sua ade. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo say COVID abenti ye nyina ye mia ye ni ye 2 years salary mu any with any significant amount behind ye mia ye ni na ye num nsuo entwen ope. Yet after that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo e Ghana for 28 million Ghana cedis eko dware wo wiem Mageri. Yet after that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo any attorney general omombo omhumodin ama 170 your friend say million Ghana cedis so say dollars. And also contract termination of the contract GCP
dollars judgment dollars
me ba salary me ba na say no na make ba I'm building my point ana $170 million ana Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo ekobo ka ebre Ghana. Yes, suma nyanseni na yen suma anamontintin. Mageri ye genu na ye kase Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo obedwini Ghana for ho. See Article 71 of the 1992 Constitution, public offices. Where beside say the social contract between Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo and Ghana. Wife can one. Ni wife a public officer.
And then Nana Addo so go to wife.
Na yes sir.
Nana Addo na kan so go to wife.
One na kan.
Nana Addo kan sir.
Enti one na call parliament.
On na call ye.
Enti one na kan.
Na o to me ade na kan na one kipu ananka one when chance ye parliament na jitu mu say yentua
sa. Parliament na jitu Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo na e call. The president one na call ye.
O de wo documents there wo yard. Of it or and no be records there were yard. Me pacho on the 5th of January. So them say me so the urban program so me say me yes a journalist na say me pacho on the 5th of January 2020. And a parliament ejitu mu Professor Yabedu. Do ade kwa ye moment na wo kan na de ojitu.
Me see one na de kwa
Osei.
One edukoye.
President edukoye.
Na make say president wa catch Ghana for say ye hu hia ye. President wa catch Ghana for say
parliamentarians no to ye dey.
One
edukoye na mo to ye dey.
I'll come there. One na edukoye. It na na edukoye. One fan kwa mo adi antum. What I say? So mo be ma wife seka. 7 your friend say 21.
Anya ononkwa wife. Former president seka ho.
Oh, Minya.
Former vice president's wife.
It has never existed. It has never existed. Say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo betria salary among wife. Wa catch Ghana for say command yen. Command yen. 21,000.
Menka say can dia me ba me picture say biade na ni na Ghana ni no tie na ontiase say enye say Nana Addo betu ono nko na wife ka.
I want to take an obetua.
Na mom obetua ma adadafo ni nyina. Mo kan say na
Mageri.
Yes sir.
Already your mom allowances and your mom allowances.
That is correct.
Allowances no into Auntie Rebecca. Mama Rebecca and Suno. That's another catch a Ghana for you now say money my di am on
committee committee so na ye adwuma
committee ben
Professor Yabedu committee of emolument what na ye adwuma what's what say some say committee no am ye recommend yes woman na this recommendations in the buy
you see recommendation or the back as omanpanyin a wo ka say Ghana for ye hu awan Ghana for ahonchire e wo Ghana enti yen tu your friend say workers on salary so what you say na waji bibi say atum wasa backdate no
eno de sa e de wo
2017
backdate ne de wo ho dada and de wo dada
say salary wo ho
me say backdating e wo ho dada say your friend say committee no wo mu determine mampanyimfo no wo maketua they always backdate it because I am wo mu nya ne ntem that is our challenge
mampanyin yire
and now mampanyin na say na part of the report report in the backdate
Magere the fact is
you are not saying it that way.
Me see Magere say na etia na me kan omanpanyin edinisa to Ghana futuro mu ayisika atua ne yire ene first second lady your friend say Samira Akichia.
Okay.
That is the truth.
All right.
Because under His Excellency your friend is saying Rollins na kunedu anji salary o. Now amuji bonuses from the budget among the president. And amebwa. Bonus because oman pay the utu kwan o yiri na ode ni utu kwan ana the framers of the framers of the constituency framers of the constitution please don't framers of the constitution.
Yeah.
Omu who say anka yenya budget around 83,000 and far more from the office allocation you be hear from the office of the president.
Okay.
What I say,
right.
It is never true. It is never true, say the previous government and my salary. It is only under Nana
allowances na normal demand.
Salary is not the same as allowance. What I say.
Okay.
So the truth is Nana do danko Akufo-Addo betia ne yire ene Samira yire.
That's it.
I'm say time na some but NDC for the there be a bit di omo ho ya. Ebre no a meka say enwoma nim ene adisua Ghana for ye womu samre no enye sam kind of mre na motena se tutu mfuturu ku nipen enne akora wo SS ofasa maame no committee for nwoma na page 75 womu o ka kire wo say president Kufo brebe na no president 2000 obetu obaye no ohunu say Rollins ene ne yire Agyeman kunadu esese ohwe no limam ne yire anyone may tell me.
But the point is, allowances
I'm building the basics for them. What they don't know is that some of them they haven't gotten closer to how the administration works, and so they talk anything on radio and on TV. Any government that comes, there are sometimes some form of treatment on the past presidents and especially the spouses. And nothing a committee no chaired by a whole professor in her wisdom. Omunim said to correct those anomalies, why can't we back it with certain legal basis? Not so that there is nowhere.
Yeah.
And we are just mischief and propaganda. There is no any document suggesting that President Akufo-Addo has written and signed and presented to Parliament that parliamentarians should approve this for. They should bring it out.
The woman say report
they should bring it out. The whole report is a comprehensive report.
Yeah,
and the recommendations suggested so.
Parliament,
and the Parliament, including their NDC people, I don't know whether they were sleeping at the time.
But it was
that should be implemented.
Mutaka neka esadi no portion no. But na mutaka ka no. Esaka omo insist na ka yenya voting by counted, but it was a voice vote.
Even they could have suggested this thing to further scrutiny.
Yeah, that's correct.
In a better and fairness way to talk about. Now, what benefit do we get from first and second ladies and blah 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 blah. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, Rebecca Akufo-Addo. Sebia Momo Lordina Mahama no man hunu so mfaso a. Ghana fo hu mfaso wo Rebecca Akufo-Addo so. Kwalebu kohe children's ward. Kohe the WCSC wo. Kokumasi kohe. Sort ase. Kohe project Rebecca Kufadu Foundation. Ayama Kumasi. Konfanochi maternity. Kohe ya Kwalebu na kohe. I mean, if you had a first lady who was damned and illiterate, could not do anything, you cannot just come and sit here because it's painful. For NDC to talk as if say we don't get benefit from people. Memo obiadi.
About your new first lady, you are damned and illiterate.
And this is how Tiana Okase. You are a Ghanaian,
I don't
but
think
you
we
must
have
know,
any first lady.
Because the NDC people are being so mischief and they think this propaganda will wash out. I don't want to comment about it because they don't know the intricacies of the administration.
Okay.
The allowances is given to them every month. Lordina Mahama sent people to chief of staff to go and sign and take the allowance for her. Are you people denying that?
Oh yes, the allowances and there's some of them.
Exactly. And if there is
salary.
Moya na margin no say be our form because am this don't
use certain words. Don't use certain words.
I will draw it. Ababi wo mu ohunu say obi ba situation way he can use it to frustrate somebody. And untin ye yenye de be yen regularizing yen back in by law. And this for no say be preduas and nwuma sua enko akiri o en free Ghana. Munsua de you should learn and come and educate the public. Na munjai se mudie satete politics amone na munkrase di mfutro ene nchini kobi momane edima nkrofo mu fi se no ne ewo mu no.
Okay,
we are in the era of enlightenment.
But I say mame fa course kakra na
mame ka se mincho na wo ka se na infrastructure ho amane ye di education e baaye no free education baaye no secondary schools be our Ghana they should come out and challenge. Secondary school Bia Ghana said there has never been any improvement of infrastructure in the secondary school.
And
they should come out and
I can confirm because over 30 secondary schools have been
18 units, 12 units, whatever blocks them. And the more betanasi nasi ye jamo, ye mamu space. Namu be kika mo adwene nkete no a ya namu fi say we don't know what to talk. NDC is never the alternative. NDC will never have the opportunity. John Mahama, you people are preparing. I have told you more than about 1,000 times. Nentuma go finu ye besia san abonten.
Okay,
team. John Mahama has lost his credibility in Ghana and in the world.
Thank you.
Nowhere coming.
Nana
again.
Nana wusu. Me da say. Tom mama yenti course ne kakra mo ntwe. 0302243540. Pass we so say we oda so gina so de. Okay. Kaso so gina so. Mitio, you're going.
Magdari.
Yes, sir. Nanamwako, Wunia Bando didn't birthday 14th, so won't it?
Only problem. Or the main problem, Magdari.
Yes, you're
about Papa. Wakasa. Papa, we never done community minister. The motion is here over sitting in and young one there, what this will defend. What you understand on the cut out. But then, let me change you back another one. Magari, the men see any before I say, 2008, that's what let's say. No more catching that all your man, your man show that now to what is school dying. Why a lot of fine, why you interested in more about so almost say I'm and then the end of the bomb was happening. And then another buy it. Or she go here empty, Ghana and go school fee. And then another 70 factories, just go, and another, so a guy, and another, not one of unemployment, a swati, and another, 10 allowance, or Mutia, a second board about with Abaso, and another, 7 ambulance, Abba or Mema, and maybe a year, where 7. If you are so much as 5 other time with what, maybe we say in a year, you might, Magdari, and it's one come on to only my money, yeah. Give up your mama on top of them of Santanaban. Or get a basaga and sell them. What brought my way fast? Give up your mama Mamuno. Now, what I was talking about, question a fair friend or doing already about to someone. I will be a your mama, your mama, already at all. No more for almost it for what is taking ever for your mama. I am on Canada and Jordan. 2 days here with Tobanum. Here, she has to progress at the Quiana. Here, shot you, not the one of the shot. You can't Sabia. Get this professional and your man paying for the copy can buy on by the bomb of him. You will get project on battery and they come council on me. What if it's on me? I saw the gas. What if it's on me? I was on one chapter.
Okay, me say yemfa ofoforo wa homa no so. Me ba cho ma che.
Any mama?
Me na yitu enko.
I want to make a difference of area. I don't pay my menchia abanga white interview for organizer. I Jerry, I don't pay my casapa or man who do it. Now I'm more fine to see no casano or wakasapa to me. Would have say my cat, Nancy Minyami. Maybe I'm a home, maybe a young passy, to win a bear can and I won't even be Nanka. And ready and Kaoni, Munafi, Yanko Ewo, your politics in the vision now. Ebebuama, oh my Ghana, Yafa intimate. And this is for Mukasa too much. None over here is here, Bobby. Namika, more of a piano for my president, Mamma, someone else, overhead, Nano. Make Koya to too many men waiting in the back of ground. Muslim overhead and one and Gabay, and one and Gabay. Miss Mura, one young young people. Mukasa too much. I don't know what you say.
Men I say no one doing chere me ba cho mami for next one. E wo ahoma no so. Manche. Yes man, me ba cho odi ani ba bia ka se free enko.
Idia the champion Adam.
Yanko any mai.
Be free Asem. Opani ka say mamenta honorable Joshua Bidu Akamba. Mamenta Samadu ko deputy communication officer awa Asem. Bisiano. Adi kakra me kan nyina ne say my fellow ye papa. And it's actually my cousin, my fellow. My Gary, I'm Panyet Natam, people the Aqua Parliament to say, Yen Shan Erika. Not I have fellow to you, papa. Yes, President, former Bichomuko. Why not to be a Yen Shanika? Then because that's what Yen Shan Ericano. Because that's my Ben and Eloyama Ghana, why you go to Yanika. But I grew my own hotel for I grew your papa. I'm not for your papa. It's young from number one thing, as I have cried. Nigga mechanic player and I'm with Brian Hotel. It is the president. Don't say you cannot Ghana so not yet try the Kankawa. Yenny and Namoya Hotel. Just to say Ghana for a given to go to Ilika. Your taxpayers' money there, the Mamono. And smoke who's at your cocoa Ilika. Now they Ghana will go run. Pasa, now they to the size cannot the coffee plate in Namuno. I did to the size can one farm money. Who did play Namuano with Taleno? You will Diana. That's a bill. From my what a comedy your papa.
All right, Smith, I say, and no, I drink I was over the about. Mammy for last one, if it's imagine. You too, Yanko. Nana, Casantem, ni Yanko, one patch of me, Brenna, so now, Yanko, one.
You know, Jerry, the best, you can't have what you mean, you are Mama, when it's times I'll dango. You I give you a Bayama, or Jetty. The second church is Canada. Young better. Omni sister. The second church is quite a one. What? Yanyaka. Or Yaniam, they show you can. When you pass. I see what I said. I don't know. So you come on with your head. One one, Yamaga. If that people can say, Mama, a bar, the best idea. Because one of the better setting for it. Or
okay.
By me, Mama Ghana.
Medan said, Nana, one woman, a moon yet. It will phone us a son, and as a son. I need this to be. Nano, Moko. Me and my contact, no go from. I know what I say. Oh, conclusion.
I think so.
Conclusion.
Asem Subachi.
Send the mammy. I did Munina was on.
Oh, ja, ni mammy crime.
Okay.
My penny in a bit. I think some penny. A cohon. Every man is shedding. Na, yes, so omumedu akra
all right
okay anɔpa de na de bɛka ne sɛ
okay
nyame nhyira mo adwuma wura nso
all right yeah that's
na yɛn nyinaa yɛnyi ntum sɛ John Mahama de ɔkɔ heaven kura akɔsi n'atade hyɛ de ba bi mu a Ghana ɔmɛdi press
better say
my Jerry
let
me say communication nya ayi yaw say ye di mpemfo atem my Jerry o program is so mpemfo hwepa enti se me nwie ye MPP fo munya akonya se mu fa Ghana fo nkasa na mba yi ya mpemfo atem mba didi mpemfo atem a ende ejama mo yeah some of us
can say be mama na withdraw
above that level Nwa Rebecca Foundation omo agi sika free na mo a ehia for sika oh please oh let me talk
come make allegation and sit here I will leave you
me see Rebecca Foundation enti sika awo na mo hold on
now can say beba what can say Rebecca Foundation for G sika
na one sponsor Rebecca Foundation
it can say
that is it
number one that Sabra no all the
me see ehia for sika
you can't say that you can't say that
ehia for sika ye di two fusu awo na one foundation and na sika no Rebecca Foundation enti sika no and now Rebecca Foundation see apart from 83,000 Ghana cedis say ye fa man as the allowance no up 21,000 Ghana cedis as account and when ya krono na when ya krono na oh you see my Jerry my Jerry you see my Jerry you see
Rebecca Foundation it is something
it
is also true when you men store on the counter
Nana hold on okay now
krono na eximu a musi we abo krono sinu kuma
hold on oh Nana Usu
I mean he should bring
but let me regulate him and let's move on. Now move on.
Jerry, the oil minim you.
Me pato to aso.
Obadu Johnson osisi
to aso.
My Jerry, me say ehia for seka 11 cedis.
Move on from that way no na yenko. And so what?
And so Nana Dako Akufo-Addo oni ni yiri Rebecca Foundation. Na mo sika Ghana for ehia for ene obi adwuma asai because of na mo sika ya de ama Rebecca Foundation
na mo sika no de na bi eno no de ko ma
Rebecca Foundation ebe tumi refund sa sika no ama na mo na ebe tumi acha ga ehia
obi aka support o foundation
yes
yemfa na lodina when na be below the belt don't you think
me see my Jerry Rebecca Foundation aba to me refund na mo asika mana enyafo 11 cedis a oni na Dako Akufo-Addo ya ba kwati ye no o metumi
all right better Asem how you need 100.9 wo me bebe ka me ho anne ye Nana Owusu apia oye member of the MPP National Communication Team Tom or ye member of the